Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhulume ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. You guys, today, hi bo, I want to talk about the show papgeld. Hayi yabona futhi guys. Yabona men. Sometimes you think ukuthi it's only a certain group of men that don't take care of their kids, but then you find out all kinds, and it's never really, or let me not say never, it's not always because they cannot afford. Sometimes men can just decide that they're not going to talk about their kids. You guys, I don't normally talk about this show, but I feel like this one we have to talk about it because it was about somebody that is very well known, and it's about somebody that we have seen on our screens working, so obviously making money, okay, over the 16 years that his child has been around. Because if he is 16, we have seen this man on TV for the 16 years that his kid has been on TV. We've been watching the shows that he's been on, but he's not taking care of his kids. Can you believe it? Anyway, you guys, if you are joining us for the first time today and you like our content on this channel, do not forget to press the subscribe button. And also, you guys, please like the video, press the thanks button if you want to give a few rands to the channel. And also, there's adverts on this video. Please watch them so that you can financially support the channel. So, you guys, last night or in the evening yesterday, I was watching the show papgeld. Okay, papgeld, the presenter Moses, and it's a show about women that are desperately seeking fathers to take care of their kids financially. Okay, it's mainly for financial purposes, because if you don't want to spend time with your kid, I mean, there's hardly any way that we can force you to spend time with your kids, but at least take care of your child financially. So the show is about that. It's about, getting guys to take responsibility and pay for the maintenance of their children. Okay, so I think at best, you guys, even though I think that a lot of the guys that are shown on that show end up financially supporting their kids. I think that at best what they do is expose these guys, okay, that if you think that this was a good guy, they're not taking care of their kids, okay, because that is the worst thing that a man can do, okay, because any woman with sense is not going to date a man that is not taking care of his children. Why would you even bother to be in a relationship because he's not going to take care of yours too, okay? Even if he's taking care of yours, like, how are you going to take care of my kids but you're not taking care of that woman's children over there that are also yours, okay? So any woman with sense is not going to be in that situation, okay? So Presley Chweneyagae, okay, I want to make sure that I pronounce his name at least close enough, and we were introduced to this personality on the movie that did very well for South Africa. You guys, he did really great on that show, but he has done a number of shows after that, okay, movies, and also like drama series. He has been on The River for some time now, so he has been a working actor, okay. He's not one of those that did just one movie and disappeared. He has been working. So this woman comes on the show and first gives a background to the story. Of course, they were in love, had a child. I believe that she said 16 years ago, because the child is 16. It's a son, you guys, a son. And Presley has always been in and out of a child's relationship, a child's life, okay, so they don't necessarily have a relationship. The mother and him are no longer in a relationship. That is clear, you guys. So she says that He's been in and out of a relationship. There was a time where he said that he had doubts on whether the child was his or not. And that was when they were going through court proceedings. And the court decided that they must do a DNA. They did a DNA. It came out to say that he was the father. It was 99.9% a match. Okay. So he was the father. Now, in determining that, then he obviously was asked how much he can pay for a child. I don't even understand how courts work like that, you guys. How are you going to ask somebody how much can you afford to maintain your child? How much can you afford to pay? Because isn't a court supposed to do some investigation to find out how much the person makes, and they make a determination of how much this person should pay to maintain the child? Don't ask the mother, don't ask the father, just do the investigation. You know, SARS, for one, has all our information, okay? Just go to SARS. They will give you all the information. They've done the investigation already, okay? So they don't do that. They asked him how much he can afford. Do you know how much this guy said that he could afford to pay for his child? Do you know? Are you ready for me to tell you? Okay, I hope you are sitting down, because this requires you to sit down because you are going to be shocked. He said that he could only afford to pay 300 rand. Not 3,300. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, you would think it's okay now when the court decides that he's going to pay the 300, that okay, at least this woman is going to know that this guy is going to pay 300 rand every month on the certain day, and he's not going to skip, but he only pays for a couple of months and then he stops. Okay. And then she tells a story of how this man can go for like 4 to 5 years without seeing his child, okay? Sometimes he just disappears for years, and then he comes back and he gives her like 500 rand, and then he disappears. And I'm guessing that if he gives her 500 rand, she's supposed to spend 100 rand a year on this child. Because if you're going to disappear for 4 or 5 years without seeing your child and then come back and give the woman 500 rand, you are expecting that your child eats 100 rand, we are schooling 100 rand, uqoke uniform 100 rand, udla 100 rand. Guys, I don't want to lie, this for me was like the most disappointing episode of, I felt like I was personally involved, because I've been watching this guy's shows, you know, and I like him. And I'm like, Presley, what the hell are you doing, you know? So this woman tells a story of how sometimes he would disappear for months, for years, and she would not hear from him. She'd be trying to call him because she really needs support. The child does... is it EGD? I always mix it up even with my child, because he also does the same thing. You know, when they do engineering in high school, my son is actually doing exactly the same thing. And that thing, you guys, because there's always this, they're doing this project and that project and whatever. So she says that and there's transport to school, there's food, there's uniform, whatever. So there's a lot, you guys. He actually has to get, I feel like that woman, when she was talking about her son, I was like, I feel like she's talking about my son. She has to get private tutorial lessons for him, because when they do engineering, they have to be good in maths, but he's not really good in maths, so they're trying to give him support. And I was like, I'm in the same situation, but I'm just wondering how difficult that journey would be without the father there being supportive. But anyway, you guys, so it's all of that, all of those costs. But just for me, you guys, I was watching the episode in shock, like shock. Okay, but I thought that was enough. Just listen to the woman's story. Now they go and they find him. Guys, I mean, a guy like him is not going to be difficult to find, because this guy is working. You just have to find out which show he's working on recently, and you have to find out where they're shooting the show, and you just have to go and wait there, which is exactly what they went. They found him on set, okay? Obviously, I think they were not allowed to go in, so he comes out. I think they called him, so he comes out. Embarrassing, you guys, that you can be on such a show as a man, a show that men that do not take care of their kids are on, okay? he comes out, you know, when people do that thing of pretending to be calling somebody, like, you know, they're going to call a lawyer, and I'm like, there is no way that you can afford a lawyer when you could not pay the 300 rand for your child. I was just waiting to hear, is he calling his lawyer? Because how are you going to spend money on a lawyer? My dear would say lawyers are liars. How are you going to have money for a lawyer when you don't pay 300 rand that the court said you must pay on your child, you know? So he was just on the phone pretending to be, guys, maybe you think that I'm lying when I say he said nothing. He said nothing. Moses was trying to get him to speak. We hear about your child. Sister here is saying, when you're not taking care of your child, can we have a conversation? He would not answer. He did not say anything. He just came out of the set where he was working. He sat there by the stoop there, and they were trying to get him to talk. The woman was just talking. Moses was just talking. Can we have a conversation? He did not say anything. That woman, I don't know if it's a social worker now that they have on the show to come and assist and whatever, and he just wouldn't say anything. Guys, I would even respect him if he just came out and say, hi, Moses, listen, guys, my bad. Like, honestly, I haven't done the best that I can for a child. It really is embarrassing that it has to get to this, but I understand why she did what she did. Listen, from now on, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me even transfer money right now. You know, I have been absent. It's not supposed to. I would even respect him to say that. Let me just transfer some money. Let me just transfer like 1,000 rand to you so that you can help with your child, and then from next month I'm going to pay. I would respect him just doing that. But he did not do that. He did not say anything. And this is a boy child, you guys. I'm not saying that girls don't need their fathers, because they really, really do. But I always feel like boys are just hit different with the absence of a father. They really are. They really, really are. And the woman is talking about how the son is really now stressing and has anger issues because of, imagine you guys, listen, okay, most of my life I didn't grow up with my father, but he is there by the gravesites, okay? I can go see him and be like, my father is here. This is why I don't have a father. But imagine like your father is not in your life, but you are seeing him every day on TV. How unfair is that to a child? You are like, my father is on the river, and you shot 400 rand that they said at school because your mother is waiting for a payday. Because for parents, sometimes it happens, they need like 500 rand, and you're like, you know, I'll pay next week my child because I'm waiting for payday. Your mother, your single mother, is waiting for that while your father is on the river. My father is the Tsotsi of the Tsotsis. You know, the original Tsotsi of South Africa is not maintaining his child. I don't want to lie, I was disappointed at Presley. I really was. I was. And he's also was implicated in the lottery fund stuff. He even possibly got money from that and never took care of his child. Yo, guys, I'm a daughter, guys, and she ningi meme, you must invite me mhlazane siwashisa khona ekufanele sibaphose kuqala. We must use them as wood for the fire. There's those that we must use as wood for the fire mhlazane sibashisa, because yay. Anyway, you guys, that's all. Please tell me what you think about this in the comment section, because I was shooked. Okay, if you want to see the episode, please search on Facebook. Most of these shows are on Facebook. They do post them on Facebook if you're not able to get DSTV. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntanda kakhulu.